Hello guys, so today we are going to start a new chapter in CBSE chemistry part because it is given in chemistry. I would rather say this chapter is a part of physical chemistry, that is the physics part of chemistry. Yeah, I never take these two subjects very differently. Physics and chemistry is basically a single subject which in some of the boards they call it together physical science. Okay, so CBSE class 9 chapter, but it is going to form a very important part in various classes that is going to come after this, that is 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. So that is the part what I want to stress on, because a chapter may look very novice in class 9, but if not taken seriously, it is going to create a lot of problems in your future paths. Okay, so let's start. What is matter? First of all, we want to study what is matter. What is matter? Well, matter is something that occupies space. Okay? Matter is something that occupies space. Right? So we know all these things. Matter is something that is occupying space. It is going to take some space out of your total space that you have. It also have mass. Next is what constituent does constitute matter. That is, what is the minimum particle size of the matter. What can it be? It can be, we have studied in atoms, right? It can be atom. Then atom ke beech mein chala jaoge to it will be electrons, neutrons, protons. So these sizes are very less. So if you want to know what is the basic particle size of matter, then it should be around nanometers, right? The size of particles of matter, particle means the smallest particle, will be in the range of nanometer. What is nanometer? 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 meter. So you can understand the smallest size, how small it is. So this is around 1 meter. 10 to the power minus 9 divided by 1, after that 9 zeros. So that is huge. Okay, 1 meter divided by 1 and after that 9 zeros. That is very, very, very small, hugely small, right? So that is what matter is. Okay, so there are various states of matter that we are going to study, but beforehand we have to know what is matter. So this is matter, nothing else. Okay guys, now next is we have to know about characteristics of particles of matter, because we are going to study the particles of matter. So what are the characteristics? Of particles of matter. So there are some important characteristics, like particles of matter do have, so these particles have space between themselves. They have space between themselves. Okay. So how can you really understand this? See, if you take a beaker of, say, water, you put some sugar inside it. You put some sugar particles inside it, what happens? The sugar dissolves in water, right? So where does this sugar go? First of all, let me say you what is solution. There is a big chunk of sugar, of definitely you are taking, say, a cube of sugar, a big cube of sugar. These cubes are available, big size. So this is the cube of sugar. You put it in water. This first of all breaks up into particles. So that is due to the dielectric constant of water. That is a separate concept. Okay? But it breaks up into small particles. How does that help? So first of all, this breaks into small particles. this breaks up into small particles. After that, they go inside these small particles occupy spaces between water molecules. We have already studied what is molecule. So, in between water molecules there must be space where this particle is going to occupy, and that is why sugar is soluble in water. Not only sugar, you can take other examples like potassium permanganate. This is purple color or pink. You put this in water, the water becomes purple. Okay? Due to the same reason, because it occupies space between water molecules. Please write this between in total word, okay? Don't write this like me. Okay, so this is the first characteristic of particle of matter. Okay, na? Next one. What is the next characteristic? Particles of matter is continuously moving. ठीक है? Particles of matter is continuously moving. They are continuously in movement. You will say, no sir, this board is not moving, only you are moving. I agree, but definitely this board can move, or maybe this board is moving but to such an extent that is not visible to your eye. Okay, definitely it is moving, definitely, because a fan is running over here, definitely the board is moving, even a nanometer, but it is moving. Okay, so again, see, from here I got something, right? From this characteristic I got a corollary which says me how it is soluble in water. So definitely from these characteristics also there will be some corollary, there will be some phenomena that is taking place, definitely it is taking place. The phenomena that takes place with this characteristic is diffusion. What is diffusion? Intermixing of particles of matter. So this is diffusion, intermixing of particles of matter. Clear? So what is it really? You have to understand. See, suppose I have taken this box. It is having some gas, say gas A. Another box is there. It is also having some gas, say gas B. They are happy. Now what I do is I connect these two containers by a pipe like this. Okay. After some time what happens? See, let's take gas A as yellow, so I think you can see this color, and let's take gas B as this color, or we can take white also, anyhow, take it. After some time what happens? This gas B molecules also enter over here along with gas A, and some of the gas A molecules also go over here. Definitely the B's remain as it is, some of the B's. So both these containers are now filled up with gas A and gas B, gas A and gas B. So definitely the particles have intermixed with one another. This phenomena of intermixing of particles of matter is called diffusion. Now why this is possible? This is possible because this particle has moved, right? Otherwise it wouldn't have. Now the question is, will all the particles move in with the same velocity or same extent? No, definitely not. Okay, suppose I am at my house, my father and mother is holding me tightly. Can I go to play? No, I cannot. I cannot go in the evening to play with my friends. Definitely, you can also not, right? अभी तो छोड़ता ही नहीं है, पहले तो फिर भी छोड़ते थे. So I am tightly attracted by my parents at this moment. I cannot go to play. But if I am not, चलो जा खेलते जाओ. So in that case, I can go to play. So there are certain matters where this attraction, the parents are attracting strongly. In certain case, it is not. So when your parents are attracting you strongly, so there are certain parents, definitely you also agree, right? There are certain parents who is not allowing at this moment, or in normal times. Let's not take this COVID situation into action. In normal times, they don't allow their children to go to play. Children means you are not anymore children, right? Class 9th and 10th, it's okay. So they don't allow you to go to play alone, right? So either they take you sometimes, or they just doesn't allow you, that's it. So even if they take you to the playground, do you feel that much free in front of them? If you were without them, no. If they would have allowed you completely to go and play by yourself, you would have been free to play, definitely. No external pressure, mummy dekh raha hai, papa dekh raha hai. Those things are there. So see, in case of the first category, where my parents is not allowing me to go to play, so that is one kind of family gone. There is another kind of family maybe where they allow your children to go to play. ठीक है, they don't go to the fields or parks. जाओ भाई खेल के आ जाओ, ठीक है, मतलब इस टाइम पे घुस जाना, ठीक है, 4 बजे जा रहे हो 6 बजे घुस जाना. So these things happen, but these two families are different. You have to agree. One is family A, one is family B, and they have difference in characteristics. In first family, the force of attraction between the child and the parents is too high. ठीक है, it's also good. In first and second family, the force of attraction between the child and the parents is quite lesser. It's not actually attraction, means they don't restrict their children in every aspect. That's it. Both the families have some characteristics. So definitely their characteristics are different. So in case of the second family, the intermixing of the particles will be more. In case of first family, the intermixing will be less because the child is not allowed to go out. So here, if this is family A and if this is family B, more of family B children can go to family B, family A, okay, because this is not restricting. Family B not restricting, family B, okay, not restricting. Jao yaar khelne jao. So this can go to that side very easily. On the other hand, family A doesn't allow its children to go to play. So in some cases maybe 1 or 2 will go, but most of the cases will not. So same is the case with, if you take a solid over here, solid means, let's take this chalk and you take a liquid, connect this two. Definitely the liquid will go to this side, family B, chhod diya. But family A will not allow this chalk to go to that side. If not, it is soluble in water and goes like this. Okay. So we have to take something insoluble. Let's take wood. Okay. So this wood is not going to go that side, but this liquid is going to come this side. Understood? So the freedom is very important over here. So definitely if you just consider, there are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Who has got most amount of freedom? Definitely gas. It's allowed to go anywhere, everywhere it wants. So this is highest in case of diffusion. Then liquid, then solid. Solids almost doesn't diffuse. If you keep 2 coins together for a number of years, then after that you will see some amount of diffusion has happened between the 2 coins. Number of years. So it takes a lot of time to diffuse. But in case of gas, immediately it will diffuse, right? So that is what particles of matter is continuously moving. So we'll move to, so all depends on what? All depends on the force of attraction, right? So our next characteristic is force of attraction. Attraction, write the full word. Particles attract each other. Okay. So how does this happen? Suppose there is a family A again. Family A में तो बहुत attraction है. तो family A क्या है? Family A lot of attraction, doesn't allow child to go outside to play. एकदम allow नहीं करता है. ठीक है. Least फ्रीडम. ऐसे फैमिली में तो फ्रीडम ही नहीं मिलता है यार. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट कमिंग टू फैमिली बी. मीडियम अट्रैक्शन. खेलने जाओगे? मैं भी जाऊंगा तुम्हारे साथ. मीडियम अट्रैक्शन. मीडियम फ्रीडम. नेक्स्ट कमिंग फैमिली सी. इसमें तो मजा ही मजा. लीस्ट अट्रैक्शन. जाओ यार खेलने. खेलकूदी तो जीवन है. कोई मतलब नहीं है. खेलने जाओ, 4 बजे जाओ, 10 बजे आओ, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ठीक है. इन दिस काइंड ऑफ cases we are going to get maximum freedom. In this the force of attraction is the highest. In this the force of attraction is the least. This kind of family can be said as solid. This kind of family can be said as liquid, and this kind of family can be said as gas. So based on the amount of force of attraction, ठीक है, based on the amount of force of attraction, the states of matter is divided into 3 states: solid, liquid, gas. So our next topic will be after this, to understand what is solid, what is liquid and what is gas, and what are the differences between the 3 in a much more vivid way. Okay, so get ready for the next topic. Hello guys, so we have gone through the introduction of solids, liquid and gases, right? The introductory part which has given us a minimum idea of matter, and we have understood that there is different kind of matter. Now matter is not only of same kind, there is different, and this differentiation is done by the force of attraction. We have understood this in our just finished lecture in a way that it is the bonding or the force of attraction in comparison to various kinds of families. So for this year, families will be our state of comparison. So let's start to understand solids, liquid and gases in a little bit more easier fashion. So I'll start straight away. So we are going to compare solids, liquids and gases now. So there will be some comparison parameters, so I'll name this as parameter. ठीक है. Next there will be solid, there will be liquids, and definitely there will be gases. And their characteristics which we are going to study. So first parameter that we need to take is the easiest one. Let's take shape. Okay, let's take shape. So let us take shape, our first parameter. So before doing anything else, why not take a parameter that we have already studied, force of attraction. This force of attraction is also called intermolecular force of attraction. This is the attraction between either atoms or molecules in a solid, liquid or gas. So we have already studied in case of solid attraction मतलब फैमिली ए बच्चे को खेलने के लिए निकलने ही नहीं देता है, ठीक है. सो फैमिली ए वाले में बहुत ज़्यादा अट्रैक्शन है, तो ये अपना ए है, ये वो वाला बी है फैमिली, और ये तो सी वाला फैमिली है जिसमें मज़ा ही मज़ा है. ये बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट है. तो intermolecular force of attraction is high in case of solid, we know this. In case of liquid it is less than solids. In case of gases we have seen this is least. Okay, clear guys? Next, this is the first parameter. Now before going any further, let us first understand other part, that is, if this intermolecular force of attraction in solid is high, then what about intermolecular space? Space means freedom. तो इस फैमिली में तुमको स्पेस ज़्यादा मिलेगा क्या? Are you going to get a little bit more space in this family? No. So this will be less, है ना? Least you can say. No, I'll not say less, I'll say least. इसमें थोड़ा बहुत मिल जाता है. So more than solids. Clear? Last one, highest. So let us now draw a picture on this intermolecular space in case of solid. As the attraction is very high, so it is tightly packed like this. This is a solid, as you can see right now, tightly packed. There is no intermolecular space, that is least. The reason being the intermolecular attraction between this is very high, very very high. So there is no space between the molecules. While we come to liquids, yes, they do have space. But definitely this space is more than this, right? And due to the reason the force of attraction is much lesser in case of liquids. So this can move about. Here movement is very very restricted, it almost cannot move. But here the molecules can move about. Here the molecules can move about. Here no movement. In case of gas, as you have seen, suppose if I take this glass over here, so this definitely contains some gas, right? Can you see any surface of the gas in it? No. But if I would put some liquid onto it, okay, na? Some liquid, take water, you will get some surface, है ना? So whenever a gas is put into a container, if it is not closed, it is going to go anywhere and everywhere it wants, because its freedom is highest. ठीक है, इसके पास बहुत freedom है. So in that case it doesn't have any surface. It maybe 1-2 molecules are here and there, but definitely the distance between the molecules is very very high. That is why intermolecular space is high. Okay, now coming to next part, with these two important parameters we can definitely compare volume and shape. Volume and shape. Remember, volume is a very important parameter. In books it is written definite volume, no definite volume, like those sort of things, but it is a very important parameter. It becomes very important in case of gases, I will say you. Here Well, solid, definite volume is there. So we can write definite volume. ठीक है. In case of liquid, what happens? In case of liquid also it has definite volume. एक बोतल कोको कोला में कितना मिलता है भाई? One bottle of Coke, if it is 2.5 liters written in some wrapper, it is 2.5 liters. It is not going to become 5 liters if you put into one other container. It will remain 2.5 liters, right? So the volume of liquids does not change with container, right? Volume of liquids is very important. Volume here is also definite. Doesn't change with container. ठीक है. Volume is definite. Definite volume रहता है उसका. It doesn't change with the shape of the container. It just doesn't change. Okay, you can take any amount of liquid, any liquid from one container to another. Whenever you measure in some measuring cylinder, it will give you the same volume. 1 liter means 1 liter. Whether you put it in one bottle or one big, what do you say, beaker in chemistry terms. तो कढ़ाई बोल सकते हो घर में. 1 लीटर पानी कढ़ाई में डाल दोगे तो क्या हो जाएगा? उसका क्या वॉल्यूम बढ़ जाएगा? नहीं ना, वॉल्यूम सेम रह रहा है. In case of gases, okay, 1 liter bottle gas है. Now do one thing, I'll just show it over here. So let's take this as 1 liter bottle of gas, sealed, sealed. Here is another container which I will take 2 liters. This is 1 liter. Now by a pipeline I will connect these two. Okay, and after that I am going to press this bottle. Okay, I am going to crash it like this. So definitely the gas molecules is going to go to this side like this. Clear? So this bottle is going to lose volume. Why? Because I am pressing it, and ultimately let us just assume I press it to such an extent it doesn't has any volume. It becomes like this. It is possible, you can do this, right? इतना प्रेस करोगे एकदम पत्ता बना दोगे. ठीक है. So all the volume or all the gas has entered this. You again seal it. Previously the volume of gas was 1 liter. Now what is the volume of the gas? 2 liters. Because gases occupy the total space in a container that you put in. यही गैस इस रूम में डाल दोगे तो इस रूम का वॉल्यूम बन जाएगा. तो gases doesn't have any definite volume. No definite volume. Then you can write down. I am not getting much space. Okay, I'll release this shape. I can take this shape onto the other board. Now no definite volume, that is for sure. Now other thing is that you can write here, it occupies the volume of the container in which it is put in. Okay, it occupies the volume of the container in which it is put in. Okay. Next is shape. What happens in case of shape? Solid, liquid, gas. In case of shape, see this shape is not going to change in case of solids, that is for sure, right? Solids के लिए shape same रहता है. So same, I'll write definite shape. Definite shape. But see, in case of shape, liquid behave same as gases. Why? You put in the container, it will take the shape of the container. कढ़ाई में डालोगे तो कढ़ाई जैसा शेप लेगा, बॉटल में डालोगे तो बॉटल जैसा शेप लेगा. लिक्विड है ना, because liquid is going to have shape of the container. So no definite shape for liquid or gases. No definite shape. In both the cases, no definite shape. Takes shape of container. But there is a difference. What kind of difference? See, if you put a liquid over here in this container, this shape will be like this, right, of the liquid. But in this same container, when you put gas, it is going to occupy the total space. So this shape may be a half cylinder, this will be a full cylinder. Okay? So definitely they don't have any definite shape, but the shapes will differ. Okay? Clear? So we have covered up volume, we have covered up shape, everything based on intermolecular force of attraction and nothing else. Okay? Next is density. Well, nothing much to discuss about density, to be honest. So in case of density, what is density basically? Density, let me just give you the formula of density, is denoted by rho. So rho is equal to mass by volume. So if we take same mass of liquid, gas and solid, which is going to occupy more volume? That is the question. Now, which kind of particles occupy more volume? Those particles which has lot of space in between them. So definitely gas has highest space between them. So gas is going to have most amount of volume. So when volume increases, density should decrease, right? Because volume is in the denominator. So if mass is constant, okay, density is inversely proportional to volume. Okay? So as volume increases, density will decrease. So here, in case of gas, the volume will be highest, so density will be lowest. Here, more than gases. And in case of solid, it will be highest, high density. Clear? Because solids have lot of molecules in small space. That is it. Okay. Next is we are going to discuss about rigidity. What is rigidity? Rigidity means, I think most of you have studied in physics what is rigid body and what is non-rigid body. In case of rigid body, the distance between two definite points, okay, distance between two definite points doesn't change when you push a body. Okay, when you give a force, the distance between two definite points doesn't change. So this has been already discussed in physics, I think. So solids are rigid. They are rigid, at least rigid than liquid and gas. These two are non-rigid, absolutely non-rigid, because they will change positions. They are free to move. The particles inside them are free to move. They are going to change position. Distance between two points or two particles is going to change when you give force. These non-rigid bodies together are called fluids because they can flow. What is fluid? Which can flow. Something which can flow. So this is called fluid. Gas and liquid together is called fluid. Okay, clear guys? Next is diffusion. So diffusion already we have done, है ना? डिफ्यूशन ऑलरेडी वी हैव डन. डिफ्यूजन के केस में सॉलिड्स लीस्ट, more than solids in case of liquids, and in case of solid highest, maximum. Diffusion we have already finished out. Next is kinetic energy. This is important. What is kinetic energy? First of all, it is a type of mechanical energy. First of all, you need to know it is a type of mechanical energy which basically denotes movement. So whichever can do more movement is having more kinetic energy. तो फैमिली ए में ज़्यादा काइनेटिक एनर्जी होगा या फैमिली सी में, आपका या मेरा? आई एम पुट इनटू ए फैमिली ए, दे विल नॉट अलाउ मी टू गो हियर एंड देयर, काइनेटिक एनर्जी कम. बट पुट इनटू ए फैमिली सी, ओके जाओ भाई खेल के आओ, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, इट्स योर विश. सो माई काइनेटिक एनर्जी विल बी हाई. So this is least, this is more than solids, and this is again highest. Okay, so these are the states of matter that you need to know, basic states of matter. Other than this, there are another two states of matter which I'll just give you an intro, nothing much about it, just for knowledge purpose you can keep it with you. Another state of matter is there like plasma. This is called the fourth state of matter. Okay? You can write down, this is a mixture of free electrons and ions. Mixture of free electrons and ions. Okay? Mixture of free electrons and ions. Example you can write down, neon lights, fluorescent tube. Neon lights, fluorescent tube. Okay? Electrons and ions, mixture of electrons and ions. Okay? Next is another particle is there, that is Bose ions. This is S.N. Bose, one of our scientists from Bengal. Einstein's condensate, BEC. So this is another state of matter, it can be called as fifth state of matter. Okay? You can obtain this by cooling. This can be obtained by cooling to extremely low temperature. By cooling a substance to extreme. So this is just for knowledge purpose, you don't require much of it. Low temperature. Okay? Extreme low temperature. So these are the states of matter we needed to discuss, and we discussed it, right? So after this, definitely we are going to study interconversion in between the basic three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas, and what are the factors that determine that, what are the processes called, the names of the processes, how the energy is getting transferred, what is latent heat, what is sensible heat, and everything. Okay guys, so that is the next part.